are going to start in child's pose. So come on down to the hands and the knees. Bring the big toes to touch, open the knees wide, extend the arms forward. Give a little push into the hands, gently soften the hip creases, maybe even with a wiggle side to side. Send the hips back, let the shoulders, neck, and head, again, maybe with a wiggle there, start to trickle down and land on your mat. Get heavier in the elbows, heavier in the pelvis. Close your eyes and really try and drop the weight of your third eye into the floor or whatever it's touching, maybe your fists, maybe a block. Bring your awareness to your breath. Taking big, full inhales into your back body, your back ribs, across the lower back. And on your exhales, let go, empty, and soften a little more into the earth. Continue with these big, expansive breaths, creating space on the inside as you breathe in, and more space on your exhales as you release. And as you continue with this breath, just soften your attention. Today, I invite you to use your practice as an experiment, or rather, a series of mini experiments. Tune into your body, your mind, your breath, and feel, listen, and experience what happens as you move through the sequence of shapes today. When I offer you a cue, how does that translate in your body? Can you let go of judgment and instead become curious? What happens when you soften your jaw? How does a pose change if it's held a little longer? What do you notice when you connect breath to flow and movement? There's no right or wrong in these experiments. There's only information. So today, instead of thinking, am I doing this right? Maybe try asking, what am I experiencing right now? Imagine your body as the laboratory, your breath as the guide, and sensations as the data. Some sensations may feel pleasant, some neutral, some challenging. All of them are teachers. And you don't need to fix what you find. Just observe, feel the sensation in your body, and learn. To take a big breath in through the nose, expanding like we did earlier, and then a big sigh out. Let's do that again, this time with the intention of running experiments. Big breath in through the nose, expand, but what sensations do you feel as you breathe in? And then with that big sigh out, notice how that makes you feel. And can you carry on with this depth of curiosity in your practice today? Gently lift your head. Let's walk both hands over to the right. I want you to grab your left wrist with your right hand, drop your head, send your sit bones towards that left heel, and then use your right hand to pull that left arm a little longer. Breathing into your left side body, soften the face. Lift your head, take your time, walk your hands through center all the way over to the left. Catch that right wrist with your left hand. Lower your head. Send your hips back towards your heels. And then use that left hand and pull your right arm longer. Breathe into your right side body. lift the head, walk your hands back through center, and pull yourself to all fours. Spread the fingers wide, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, tuck and spread the toes. On an inhale, cow, drop the belly, lift the sit bones, lift the heart and gaze. Exhale, cat. Can you start with the tailbone? Articulate through the spine, rounding all the way into the upper back, drop the head, tuck the chin. Again, inhale, cow, sit bones lift, heart lifts. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Continue with your breath. Continue with this flow, but if there are any extra movements that feel good, feel free to add those on. Maybe wag the tail, maybe circle the head. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find a neutral spine. Toes are tucked. I want you to pull your belly in and hover your knees off the floor just 1 inch. Keep tucking the tailbone under. Energetically imagine you could drag your hands and knees towards each other. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, bring that right knee to your right elbow and then lower that right foot. Other side, left knee, left elbow. And lower that foot. 8 more. Right knee, 8. And down. Left knee, 7. And down. Keep pressing the floor away with the hands. Keep that tailbone tucked. Draw the belly in and up. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Press into the pads of the fingertips as you lengthen through your torso. Lift the hips up and back and move around. Maybe pedal the legs. You might shake out the head. Just try this first down dog on. See how it feels in your body. Feet are hip width apart. Hands are about shoulder width apart. Drop the head. And then as you settle in, connect to your breath. Drop the head, see your feet. I want you to try and lift all 10 toes off the floor. So not the heels, but try and lift the toes and spread the toes. Grounding down underneath the ball of the big toe mound, the ball of the pinky toe mound. And then imagine that you could push the ball of your foot down and forward. Notice any sensations that happen with that. And then lower your toes to the floor. Now I want you to press your toes down into the floor. Imagine you could grip your mat with your toes and pull your mat towards the wall behind you. And see how that feels in your body. And then release the grip of the toes. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Push the floor away with the hands, pull the belly in and up, tuck the tailbone towards your heels. Inhale here. Exhale, downward dog. Again, inhale, roll forward to plank, long and strong. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, shift forward, stay here, gaze forward. Exhale, bend the elbows and lower all the way to the floor. Untuck your toes. Keep your right hand where it is. Extend your left arm out to the left. Bend your right knee. As you scorpion that right leg, see if you can crawl your left fingers a little further to the left. See if you can plant that right foot down behind your back leg. Energetically draw your heart towards your right hand. This might be where you stay. Maybe right arm reaches to the sky. You could half bind that right arm. You could grab that right ankle and add a quad stretch. We're here for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in. Listen closely. Exhale into half frog. Right hand returns to the floor. That right leg opens out to the right. Bring your left hand back down to the floor. So we're almost in the grounded fire hydrant here with that right leg. Flex the right foot. Bring your hands a touch further forward and maybe a little wider. Press into the hands. Inhale, roll through the spine in and out. Lift the heart, lift the gaze. And on an exhale, slowly lower down. Good. Let's take that 2 more times. Just make it feel good. Inhale, rolling up. Exhale, lengthening down. 1 more. Inhale, rolling up. Exhale, lengthen to lower. Push a little into that right hand, just enough so you can lift your chest and thread your left arm through. We're just gonna roll onto our back, let that right arm slide across your chest and open to the right. Left hand can come to the outside of that right knee. We're in an easy twist. Try and work your eyes to see your right thumb. And then how can you use your breath to create a little more space here? On those inhales, maybe think of lengthening the spine and that bottom leg. On your exhale, soften into the twist. As we start to roll onto our stomach, again, extend your right leg long. Hands will eventually land under your shoulders. And we'll take all of that on the other side. Left hand stays under your shoulder, right arm extends to the right. Bend your left knee. As you scorpion that left leg behind you, see if you can crawl those right fingers further to the right. Maybe that left foot seals behind your right leg. Energetically pull your heart towards your left hand. Option to stay. Left arm might reach to the sky. It might half bind. Maybe reach back and grab that left ankle. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. 1 more breath in. Exhale into half frog. Left hand finds the floor. Left leg opens into that fire hydrant shape. Out to the left, slide that right hand back in. Adjust those hands where they're comfortable. Press into the hands. Inhale, roll through the spine. Lift the chest, any amount. Lift the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, lengthen to lower. 2 more like that. Inhale, roll through the spine. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Find a little push in that left hand, just enough to lift the chest so you can slide that right arm through. We're going to start to roll to our back. Let that left arm slide across your chest over to the left. Right hand comes to the outside of left knee. Turn your eyes to see your left thumb. Breathe here. As we roll back onto our stomach, extend your left leg long. Let your left hand find the floor. Unthread that right arm. Bring your right hand back down. Tuck your toes. Engage your legs. So straighten the knees. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, press up to plank. Back to downward dog. And then just pedal it out. Use those pedals. And walk your feet to your hands. But tiny little baby steps. No rush. Leaning into curiosity, experimenting, discovering. Once you arrive at the top of your mat, yogi's choice. You could interlace your hands behind your head. You could interlace your hands behind your back. You could grab opposite elbows. Take a moment, see what feels good today, and breathe. Feel free to move around. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let your arms release. Soften your knees and slowly unroll all the way up to stand. Take a moment here. Shoulders back, feet together, hands to heart. Soften or close your eyes. Tune in today. Feel sensations. Gather information. Listen to my cues and see how they feel on your body. running your own experience to gather your own wisdom. Bow your forehead to your heart. Surya Namaskara. Inhale, sweep the arms around and up. Heart lifts, palms press. Use your full exhale to fold forward. Inhale, find a half lift, long spine. Exhale, step your left foot back into a lunge and lower your knee to the floor. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, arms sweep forward and up. Pause here. Send your hips further towards that front heel. Lift the heart, maybe lift the gaze, but soften through the shoulders. I want you to grab your left wrist with your right hand. Inhale, pull that left side longer. Exhale, take a side bend up and over to the right. Keep the shoulders soft. Draw your right hip back slightly. You might be able to find that a little more by imagining you could drag that right heel to the back of your mat. Maybe gaze turns up to the left. Take another full breath in. As you exhale, start to circle the torso around. Bring your hands to the top left corner of your mat. I want you to reach your hands as far out as you can, almost finding like a down dog spine here as the hips reach back. And then pivot on that back knee so that your left shins parallel the back edge of your mat, almost like a side angle. I want you to bend that front knee deeper. Keep those hands reaching forward and then energetically start to draw your tush towards that left heel, creating space in all directions. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in. And out. We're going to walk our hands to the left, modified side plank to the back of your mat. As your left hand finds the back of your mat, extend your right leg long. Reach your right arm overhead. Press your hips forward and find length along that right side. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Full breath in and out. Inhale, gate pose. Windmill those arms up. Right hand finds right leg. Left arm reaches up and over. We're finding a stretch through that left side body. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in. Exhale, hands to the back of your mat. Keep that left knee grounded. Just pivot on that left knee so you can square your hips to the back of your mat. Right toes are tucked. Push into your hands. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, draw your left thigh to your chest. So you're just lifting that left shin away from the floor. Inhale, tap that shin back down. Exhale and lift. Again, inhale, tap. Exhale, lift and hold for 3. Low lunge in 2. 1. Step your left foot between your hands. Low lunge. Back foot steps forward to meet front foot. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Inhale, sweep the arms around and up. Seal the palms. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step your right foot back into a lunge. Lower your knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, arms reach forward and up. Pause here. Send those hips towards that front heel. Lift the heart, lift the gaze, soften the shoulders. Energetically imagine you could drag that left heel to the back of your mat. Work to pull that left hip back, right hip forward, and square the hips a little more. Grab right wrist with left hand. Inhale, pull that right side longer. Exhale, side bend left. Keep the shoulders soft. Maybe turn your gaze up to the right. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in. As you exhale, start to circle the torso. Walk your hands to that back right corner of your mat. And then pivot on that right heel so right shin is parallel to the front of your mat. Keep those hands reaching forward. Again, think down dog in the torso. But then drop the head energetically. See if you can pull your tush towards that right heel. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Bending that front knee as much as you can. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in and out. We're walking our hands to the top of our mat, modified side plank. Once the right hand comes to the top of your mat, extend that left leg long, reach your left arm overhead. Press your hips forward, lengthen that left side body. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Full breath in and out. Inhale, gate pose. Rise up. Left hand finds left leg. Right arm reaches up and over. Shoulders are soft. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in and out. Hands to the top of your mat. Right knee stays on the floor. Just pivot around so that hips are square. Left toes are tucked. Push into the hands. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, bring your right thigh to your chest. So you're lifting that right shin off the floor. Inhale, tap that shin down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift and hold for 3. Low lunge in 2. 1, low lunge, right foot steps forward. Back foot steps forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms around and up, seal the palms. We're going to smooth it out. One more time. Exhale, fold forward on the breath. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, left foot steps back. Lower that knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, arms reach up. Catch left wrist with right hand. Exhale, side bend right. Inhale here. Exhale, start to circle your torso. Hands reach to the top left corner of your mat. Parallel left shin to the back of your mat. Keep the fingers reaching forward as your hips reach towards that back heel. Stay for a breath in. Stay for a breath out. Modified side plank. Walk your hands around to the left. Stretch your right leg. Reach that right arm overhead. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, gate pose. Rise up. And then exhale, hands to the back of your mat. Pivot on that left knee. Square your hips to the back of your mat. Push into the hands. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift your left shin. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Step your left foot between your hands. Low lunge. Back foot steps forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms around and up. Palms press. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right foot steps back. Lower your knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, reach up. Catch right wrist with left hand. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale here. Exhale, start to circle your torso around. Hands reach for the back right corner of your mat. Parallel that right shin with the front of your mat. Fingers reach forward, hips pull back. Inhale. Exhale, modified side plank. Walk those hands around to the right. Left arm reaches overhead. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, gate pose. Rise up, reach up and over. Exhale, hands to the top of your mat. Square the hips. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift that right shin. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift, low lunge. Step your right foot forward. Back foot comes forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms around and up. Seal the palms. Exhale, hands to heart. And take a breath. Checking in. Feeling, observing, getting curious tonight. Surya Namaskara B. Inhale, sit low, Utkatasana. Exhale and fold forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, pull forward. Inhale, right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands, setting up for warrior one. Press into your feet. Inhale, rise. Lift the heart. Maybe seal the palms. Lengthen the tailbone down. Pick up your back ribs. Stay for a breath in. Exhale, Skandasana to the back of your mat. Left knee bends. Hands might come to heart. They could come to the floor. We're here for a breath in. Exhale, warrior two. Right knee bends, arms reach wide. Turn your right palm to the ceiling. Inhale, half bound reverse. Exhale, Chaturanga, find your flow. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot forward, setting up for warrior one. Seal that back foot. Inhale, rise. Heart lifts. Gaze lifts. Back ribs lift as that tailbone lengthens down. Take a breath in. Exhale, Skandasana to the back of your mat. Right knee bends, hands could come to heart or the floor. We're here for a breath in. Exhale, warrior two. Left knee bends, arms spread wide. Left palm to the ceiling. Inhale, half bound reverse. Exhale, Chaturanga. Find your flow. Flush it out. Lots of breath. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Stay in down dog. Take a moment to land. Check in. We're going to flow through that 2 more times, but we're going to add a little bit on each time. Inhale, rise to toes, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump, feet to hands. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sit low, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step your right foot forward, warrior one. Take a breath in. Exhale, Skandasana to the back of your mat. We're here for a breath in. Exhale, warrior two. Right knee bends, arms open wide. Right palm to the ceiling. Inhale, half bound reverse. Exhale, half bound Parsvakonasana. Maybe form a thigh, maybe fingers to the floor. Can you roll that top shoulder back? Press down and out through the feet and open that front knee as your right ribs spin around and up. Take a breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Hands frame your front foot, square off. Inhale, low lunge twist. Right arm reaches to the sky. Exhale, Chaturanga. Lower that hand, step back. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot forward, warrior one. Take a breath in. Exhale, Skandasana to the back of your mat. We're here for a breath in. Exhale, warrior two. Left knee bends, arms wide. Left palm to the ceiling. Inhale, half bound reverse. Exhale, half bound Parsvakonasana. Forward could come to thigh. Fingers to the floor is an option too. Roll that top shoulder back. Press down and out through the feet. Get longer through the top of the head. Maybe a tiny tuck of the chin helps you find that. Spin your left ribs around and up. One more breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, low lunge twist. Left arm to the side. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Land. Observe. Slow down. One more round, adding on a little more. Inhale, rise to toes, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump, feet to hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sit low, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step your right foot forward, warrior one. Inhale, rise. Exhale, Skandasana, back of mats. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, warrior two. Right palm to the ceiling. Inhale, half bound reverse. Exhale, half bound Parsvakonasana. Inhale here. Exhale, low lunge, square off. Inhale, low lunge twist, right arm to the sky. From here, exhale, wild thing. Push into that left hand. Bring your right foot behind your left leg. Hips to the ceiling, right arm to the front of your space. Take a full breath in. Exhale, pigeon on the right. Bring your right hand to the top of your mat. Take that right knee behind your right wrist. Scoot your left knee and left toes as far back as you can. Walk your hands in line with your hips. Sit up tall for a moment. Breathe here. This might be where you stay. Maybe this feels good. Maybe you go for sleeping pigeon. Walking those hands forward. I want you to connect to your breath. You might close the eyes. That can be helpful. We're here for a little while. And again, get curious. Where are those places in your body that might be a little resistant? Is this one of those poses where the sensations feel easeful, neutral, or challenging in your body? Whatever the case is, can you use your breath to lean into it, to breathe through it? Start to walk your hands back in. We're just going to roll to our tush. So as you roll to your tush, spin those left toes to the ceiling. Bring your right foot to your inner left thigh and turn to face your left leg. Janu Shirsasana. Sit up tall, take a breath in, and on an exhale, fold over your left leg. Walk your sit bones back a little, widen through that inner right knee, and breathe here. Start to make your way up to sit. As your hands return to the top of your mat, we're going to come onto our shins. So right shin comes forward, Left shin comes forward, and then rise to stand. Setting up for Ustrasana. Hands to the top of your buttocks, flush, roll the shoulders back. Squeeze the elbows in, press the hips forward, lift the heart. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. You could stay, you could reach for the heels. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in. Exhale, hands to the lower back, slowly rise. Untuck the toes, sit on the heels. Hands will come forward, either step or a little hop into prayer squat. Feet to the outsides of the hands, hands to heart, elbows inside the knees. If it feels good to rock a little side to side, go for it. We're here for 3 breaths, shoulders back and down. Inhale. Exhale, 1, lengthen through all 4 sides of the neck. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in. Exhale, hands to the floor, forward fold, drop the head, lift the hips. Take some easy sways side to side. Use those sways and walk your feet all the way together. Inhale, find a half lift. Open mouth, exhale to fold. Inhale, half lift. This time, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot forward, seal your back foot. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, Skandasana to the back of your mat. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, warrior 2. Left palm to the ceiling. Inhale, half bound reverse. Exhale into your version of Parsvakonasana. Inhale here. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, low lunge twist, left arm high. Here's our addition. Exhale, wild thing. Press into that right hand. Bring your left toes behind your right leg. Hips to the ceiling, left arm to the front of your space. Full breath in. Exhale, pigeon on the left. Left hand lands top of mat. Left knee comes behind that left wrist. Walk your right knee and right toes back. Walk your hands back. Take a moment with a tall spine. See how this feels. Option to stay or option to walk those hands forward. Relax the head, the face, maybe close the eyes. See how this side feels. Stay connected to your breath. Start to walk your hands back in. We're rolling onto our tush. As you do, spin your right toes to the ceiling. Bring your left foot to your inner right thigh. Face your right leg, and then fold forward. Janu Sirsasana, walk your sit bones back, widen through that inner left knee. Make your way up to sit. Hands will come towards the top of your mat. As they do, we're coming onto our shins. Left shin, right shin. Rise up to stand, hands to the lower back, shoulders back, elbows in. Send the hips forward, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Any version of Ustrasana. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Full breath in. Exhale, hands to the lower back, slowly rise. Untuck the toes, sit on the heels. Working towards our prayer squat, hands come forward, step or jump, feet to the outsides of your hands. Hands to heart center, soft eyes. Again, if it feels good to move around, go for it. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in. Exhale, forward fold, hands down, drop the head, lift the hips. Find those sways again, side to side. Use those to sort of clean the slate as you walk your feet together into a forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Open mouth, exhale to fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in through the nose here. Open mouth, exhale. We are moving on. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale and step your right foot between your hands. Press down to rise. Inhale, high lunge. Can you find that same sensation we took earlier here? Try and drag your right heel towards the back of your mat to pull your right hip back and square the pelvis. Inhale here. Exhale, prayer twist to the right. Left arm hooks outside right leg. Arm and leg press to help deepen the twist. Palms press to help widen the collarbones. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Can you straighten that back leg? Lengthen through the top of the head. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in. Exhale, hands to the floor. We're crawling all the way to the left, low lunge to the back of your mat. Press into your hands. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Left leg lifts up and back. Keep that leg lifted. Drop the head more. Start to walk your hands to your right foot. Standing splits. Right or left hands might catch that right ankle. Maybe fingers stay on the floor. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in. Exhale your hands to the floor. I want you to sweep your left toes forward towards your left wrist and then cross your left leg in front of your right for a cross-legged forward fold. Drop the head. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Can you press down into both feet? Take one more breath in. Fold a little deeper as you exhale. We're going to start to walk our hands to the right. As you do, unwind, forward fold facing the left side of your mat. Make sure those feet are together. And then bend the knees and squat low. Bring your tush towards your heels. Side crow. Coming into that same twist we took just a moment ago. We're twisting to the right. So left arm hooks outside right leg. Hands will come parallel with the top of your mats. As you start to bend the elbows like chaturanga, that right hip can find your right elbow. Gaze forward, shift forward, maybe the feet float. You could turn your gaze to the left. You could keep the knees bent or straighten the legs. We're here for 3, 2, 1, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Inhale, rise, high lunge. Working for a moment to find that squaring of the hips. Imagine you could drag that left heel back. Tailbone lengthens down. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, prayer twist left. Press right arm into left leg. Twist the torso. Press top hand into bottom hand. Spread the collarbones. Roll that top shoulder back. Inhale. Exhale, one. Lift the front of the back thigh away from the floor. Inhale. Exhale, two. One more breath in. Exhale, hands to the floor. We're crawling all the way to the right. Low lunge to the back of your mat. Pressing your hands, inhale, three-legged dog, right leg up and back. Keep that right leg high. Drop the head a little more. Walk your hands towards that left foot. Standing splits. You could catch that ankle with one or both hands. Hands could stay down. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. One more breath in. Exhale, hands to the floor. Sweep the right toes forward towards your right wrist. And then cross that right leg over your left, cross-legged forward fold. Inhale. Exhale, one. Press into the feet. Inhale. Exhale, two. One more breath in. Fold a little deeper as you exhale. Start to walk your hands to the left. We're going to unwind and face the left side of our mat. Feet together, bend the knees, and take a squat. Side crow. That same twist we just came from, twisting to the left. Right arm hooks outside left leg. Chaturanga arms. So imagine yourself moving your torso into chaturanga. As you do, reach your heart forward. Maybe left hip finds left elbow. Maybe feet float. Maybe you turn your gaze to the right. Knees could stay bent, legs could straighten. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise to toes, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump your feet through your hands, and start to make your way onto your back. Take your time. Knees are bent, feet are flat. We have 2 back bends. Starting with our bridge pose, Setu Bandha. Arms alongside your body, walk your heels in close to your tush. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, tuck the tailbone and lift the hips. Interlace your hands underneath you, tuck your shoulder blades underneath you. Push down into the arms to puff the chest. Push down into the feet to lift the hips. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in. Exhale, slowly release the arms, roll 1 vertebra at a time, upper back, middle back, lower back, pelvis. And let your knees knock in towards each other. Take a couple breaths. Yogi's choice for round 2. You could come back into bridge, or you could take Urdhva Dhanurasana. Open the knees, hip width. Bring those feet in, hip width. Walk your heels in towards your tush. For bridge, keep the arms alongside your body. For Urdhva Dhanurasana, hands by your ears. Wherever you are, inhale to prepare. And then exhale, start to lift up. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in. Exhale, slowly lower down. Let your knees windshield wiper side to side. Take your time. Your head might turn left as your knees fall right, and vice versa. Next time the knees fall left, stay there. Bring your left foot to the outside of your right knee and use that as a weight. Just gently press that right knee towards the floor. Right arm might reach up on a high diagonal. Try and move your right knee and right fingers away from each other. And come back through center. Release your left foot to the floor. Make sure your feet are wide. And then let your knees fall to the right. Right foot to the outside of that left knee. Push that left knee towards the floor. Left arm might reach on a high diagonal. You could look to the left fingers. Try and move your left knee and left fingers away from each other. Release and come back to center. Hug the knees into the chest. Take some sways side to side. And then a couple rocks forwards and backwards. Eventually, make your way up to sit. Extend the legs out long. Flex the feet, sit up tall, take a breath in. And on an exhale, fold. Might roll out the shoulders, you might shake out the neck, the head. Check in with your breath. Your way up to sit. Little scooch forward, we're coming back onto our backs. Option A, legs up the wall. You could grab behind the thighs and just let your legs drop into your hands. You could bring your arms to the floor. Easy toes, easy ankles, easy knees. Option B, plow pose. Arms down by your side for support. You'll lift the hips and bring your toes behind you. Interlace your fingers. Try and tuck your shoulder blades underneath you. Bring your hands to your back for support. Push down into the elbows. Try and send the backs of the knees to the ceiling. Option 3, shoulder stand, legs will lift. Find what you need in your body today and breathe there. If you're in shoulder stand, flex your feet. Lower your toes to the floor for plow. If you're in plow, bring your arms to the floor, pull the belly in, slowly roll until your lower back touches, legs are to the ceiling, legs up the wall. And then we'll all come into happy baby. Bend your knees towards your armpits, flex your feet. Pull on your feet, bring those knees towards the floor. Find a little tuck of the chin, lengthen through the back of the neck. If you want to stay still, stay still. If you want to move around a little here, go for it. Draw your knees into your chest. Squeeze everything into a tight, tight ball for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shavasana. Extend the legs out long. Or not. Maybe you bring the soles of the feet together. See what you need. Organize. Get comfortable. And then with a big sigh out whenever you're ready, drop in and let go. Start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers, toes, your wrists, your ankles. Maybe you roll a little side to side through the neck and the hips. When you're ready, draw your knees to your chest. Roll to your right. And as you're ready from there, make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Find a tall spine. Close the eyes. Bring your hands to your heart. I've learned very early the difference between knowing the name of something and knowing something. Richard Feynman. The divine light in me bows to the divine light in you.